So remember that Ulta haul video I did where I got a 10-piece free gift? Well, today we are going to be testing out all of those products, plus the 2 Ulta products I picked up in order to qualify for this lovely gift. And if you missed that video, hello, I will kindly link it for you in the eye above. So I had to spend $21.50, not exactly, at least that amount, to qualify for this free gift. It may not be available still by the time this video goes up, but always check to see what kind of offers are available. So this here is one of the products I picked up in order to qualify for this gift set, which is the Night Shift Lip Mask. I want to say it was $11, possibly $12. I can't remember. One was $11, one was $12. I will share the other product later. Okay, so it is soft in a nice way. Some lip masks are a little harder and you need to kind of warm them up with your finger. This one, my finger gooped straight in. Let's, does it have a scent? Let me get on my lips and then I will let you know if it does have a scent. It kind of has a scent, and not a scent like, ooh, it's coconut. More like an ingredient scent. It's barely there, but it's more a little chemically, but not bad. I've had way worse scents from lip products than this one. It's definitely a night mask. It feels kind of like Vaseline. Not quite as slippy, but it's that goopy and kind of thickness. It's not my favorite. I am not a lip mask expert by any means. Normally when I get a lip mask in a beauty subscription, I just use it as a lip balm. I am too lazy to actually apply a lip mask at night before I go to bed. However, I use lip products like 50 times throughout the day. This one, not my favorite because you got to dip your finger in it. A little goopy, a little thick. But for nighttime purposes, that's probably what you're looking for. Let me know if you've tried this before and did you enjoy it as a nighttime sleeping mask. All right, so the first product I'm going to be testing that actually came in the kit is the Matte Veil Face Primer. Normally, I do not reach for products that have the word matte. I have extremely dry skin, so I'm the kind of person who looks for the word dewy, glossy, or glowy. But hey, a primer should be a primer, right? Okay, so she is quite thick. Hopefully that's not too much. I'm just going to get her on and cross my fingers. It feels like it has silicone in it, which probably does. Most makeup this day and age, especially primers, have silicone. That is what helps fill in your pores. So, yeah, let me finish switching it around and then I'll come back and try out the next product. So the kit obviously didn't come with concealer, foundation, etc. So I'm going to pop off camera, get that applied, and then we'll come back and test out the blush. All right, I'm back, zoomed in, put my hair clip up. Let's get started with the rest of the makeup. So first, let me talk through what I will not be using. So the kit came with a mascara. I only wear waterproof mascara. This is not waterproof, so that will be kindly donated to my niece. The next product I won't be testing out today is the lip stain or lip oil. I forget what this is. And that is because I have 2 other lip products to test out, and that's just way too many lip products. All right, let's try out the blush. This, I believe, is a sample size, which is perfect for me. I couldn't find a shade when I did the unboxing. I just know that this is a very pretty shade of pink and right up my alley. So let's draw her straight on my cheek and grab a brush. This here is, I don't know, AOA Studio, perfect. It's kind of fluffy, kind of stiff in between, but let's see how she does blending this out. Okay, So it's blending out beautifully. It is kind of the perfect shade. I don't know. It's maybe hard to see on screen, but I am going to call it the perfect shade when you're in a hurry or you're going in the office and you really don't need to look that glam. But let's see if she is buildable, because honestly, most cream blushes, your first application you can blend away, and then if you want to build her up, you should be able to build her up. That's how I judge a good blush. Okay, yes, this one is buildable, and it is very reminiscent of like the cream stick from Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, the next product is the eyeshadow primer. I had the hardest time figuring that out when I did the unboxing because it is gold writing over gold, but this is the Milk Veil Eye Primer, and a couple people left comments saying this is really good. So let's give her a squeeze. It's just a little squeezy tube, and get her on my eyes. Now, I intentionally did not put foundation on the top of my lids or concealer, because I wanted to see, does this cover up my discoloration? And this is kind of colored similar to a concealer, and I'm wondering if I squeezed way too much. So let's get her blended on. All right, I can see a difference. I don't know if my bright lights will let you see, but it definitely covers the discoloration. So yay, for me, that is a win. I would say don't squeeze out as much as I did. I don't know what I was thinking. I got a little too much, so I'm just gonna do that until I feel like I removed half of it. All right, let's move on to the eyeshadow. What was in the kit was this 5-pan eyeshadow palette. Tiny pans, but this actually is full size, and they sell it separately. So if it's a good one, I will let you know. All right, there we go. Let me do some swatches. All right, I don't know if you'll be able to see them. I can barely see them in person. There's actually 5 shades here. Only that one's showing up. Let's just dive in and create an eye look. By the way, the kit came with this brush. I don't know why it's leaning. Maybe it's intentional. Maybe it got squished in the box. But let's go in with this light pink shade here, which I think is a matte. That's one that barely showed up on my arm there. But maybe in the eyes it will be a little different. I do kind of like that brush shape. Maybe it is intentional. It's, yeah, it's helpful for patting down a shade instead of like fluffing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being kind, but this shade, can we see? It's in the pan. It looks like a soft pink. On my eyes, can we see anything? I guess a little bit, but she is very, very subtle and soft, which actually might make for a go into the office like great palette. All right, I'm gonna go into this deeper shade using a different brush, and let's see if there's maybe a little more pigment here. I'm gonna get that right on the outer area and then blend it in. Okay, yeah, that is a nice deeper shade. Trying to figure out what color that is, because it's kind of brown meets rust. It doesn't have pink in it, which is interesting because the other shades have pink. But we're just gonna tap, 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 get some underneath my lash line, and then move on to the shimmers. I'm super curious if you have ever used eyeshadow from the Ulta brand, and if so, what are your thoughts? Are the palettes always that tiny, or is that just that specific palette? Okay, I went way too dark. I'm gonna go in with the Crooked brush in that light pink and see if I can't just get it lightened, blended, because Yeah, the more I'm looking at this dark shade, it's starting to pull more orange, rust. I don't know. Not that that's a bad thing. I just wanted a pink eye look today, and looking in that palette, I thought I'd get more pink. But you know how we can solve that? Hopefully with this pink shimmer. So let's use my pinky so I don't fat finger this eye look. So let's, okay, yeah, that is the shade I was wanting. That's my commentary for this palette, is there are 5 shades that, and they all don't necessarily go together, which is fine when you have like a large 15 pan palette because you can create different looks. When you only have 5 to choose from, I want those 5 to really go together. But let me see what the final look is all about before I continue to that was the lightest shade. Normally I go like lighter in the inner area. So let me cheat and just grab an Ofra highlighter and get that on my brow bone, inner corner, etc. I'll touch up my mascara, add eyeliner, and then I'll come back and use the remaining products. Okay, so the last 2 products I have yet to try are the lip products. I purchased this lip gloss, which is the Shiny Sheer Lip Gloss. Now this little guy, at first I thought was the exact same thing, but I'm not noticing any shimmer. So let's open her up, do a swatch, and a side-by-side comparison. All right, I don't know what you'll be able to see because they're basically both kind of clear glosses. They are different. This one is the one I bought, the full-size one, which was either $11 or $12, that has a shimmer. And this is the little mini one. It seems to be clear, even though in the bottles they look pink. They're not very pigmented. So let's first start with the little one, and then I will apply the other one on top. So this one has a standard doe fit, but of course it's mini size to fit the mini bottle. It has a very pleasant scent with a slight undertone of chemicals. The sweet kind of vanilla cake is on top of that fake scent, but I've had way worse. It's comfortable. I'm not going to judge this applicator because it's mini size, so I had to dip in like 3-4 times, but that's because it's a tester or, you know, free sample. I like the slippiness, but let's see this one where I actually paid full price. Now, I'm not liking this applicator. It is the kind that where you struggle to get it out and back in. It is different. It's not a standard one. Let's see if you can see it against my black shirt. It's interesting shape. I've never seen anything look like this before, but let's give it a try. That applicator doesn't feel like it's picking up any product. So let me go back in. Yeah. Not sure if it's the product or the applicator or both, but let's try a third swipe. I honestly, this one that I paid for, when you look in the bottle, I'm sure my lights are too bright, it has a nice little subtle shimmer. On the lips, I'm not really seeing that. I would say between the 2 formulations, I enjoyed the little freebie more than the one that I picked up, and you would think they're the same collection, they would be the same formula. I don't know. All right. So this here is the final look. Let me give you my final thoughts on all of the products I tested out today from the Ulta Beauty Collection. The primer was great. I mean, it's a silicone-based primer. My skin feels lovely. The foundation sat on top beautifully. No complaints. If they sell this eye brush separately and it's cost more than $3, I would say pass. It was decent, but for the size and how lightweight and how it kind of curves. I would say it's a $3 brush in my opinion. This eyeshadow palette, this is a big pass. If it's, again, $3, maybe $4, $5, yeah, and you have a niece getting into makeup, sure. If they charge over $5 for this, it should be a definite pass. As far as these lip glosses go, I would say, I don't know, for $11, $12, if you double that, or if there's a sale and you can get a Fenty lip gloss, go for those. These are, I don't even want to recommend. I'm on the fence. This one, no. I mean, I'm going to use them, but there's so many better lip glosses than those ones. But now onto the stars. This eye primer was fantastic. I love that it has shades. It went onto my eyes beautifully. For all of you who commented and said you liked it, I am with you. I can totally see why. The blush stick. It is giving Charlotte Tilbury vibes on the color, the tone, and the product. It is totally dried down, but my cheek looks a little glowy in a good way. I think this product is one of the best ones that was in the free makeup bag. Speaking of makeup bag, this was technically one of the 10 free items. It's a lovely little bag. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera. It's the kind of fabric. It has a little texture in it, but it's still soft. It's a good size, not too big, not too small. So I would say if you like Ulta products and you're already buying one and you run into this offer, go for it. As far as the lip mask goes, I am going to change my opinion and say it's nice. Was that a little harsh? Yeah. Am I a lazy girl and hate sticking my finger into something that's goopy? But my lips felt really, really nice. All right, now I want to hear from you. Have you tried products from the Ulta brand before? If so, which ones are your favorite? And are any of your favorites products that I tested and tried on today? All right, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much. Remember to click that bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. And if you could do me a big favor, clicking on the thumbs up. It really does help with my channel to grow. And if you happen to be watching on your phone, clicking on the hype button is fantastic for helping my channel to grow. All right, thanks everyone.